Why your smart fridge will die in 5 years. A guy bought a washer back in '72. He hit us up to say his machine is still going strong. 54 years later, it's seen daily use for half a century, with just one motor swap. Now, think about today. You walk into a store and drop $3,000. On a fancy Samsung fridge with a touchscreen, it looks like a spaceship. Truly wild. But statistically, it'll die in under 5 years. And when it breaks, the repairman won't fix it. He'll just tell you to toss it. Why did we go from machines that last 50 years to disposable gadgets? We're exposing the engineering lies inside your kitchen and laundry room. We'll cover the linear compressor scam, the sealed bearing issue, and a computer chip plot that makes your appliances e-waste. First up, refrigerators. The culprit, the linear compressor. Old fridges had a standard rotary compressor. It was loud, used more power, but it was built tough, constantly lubed by oil. Pretty much unstoppable. Then, in the early 2000s, companies like LG decided to shake things up. To meet new energy rules, they invented the linear compressor. Instead of spinning, it moves a piston, like a syringe. They said it saved energy and was quieter. But there was a huge flaw. Since it doesn't spin, it can't splash oil to lubricate itself. It relies on tiny, complex parts. Those parts fail. This isn't a guess. It's in lawsuits. When it breaks, metal shavings wreck the system. It's like a heart attack for the appliance. You can't just swap the compressor. The whole system is clogged. The fridge is toast. But even if the compressor's okay, there's another engineering nightmare going on. The ice maker. If you have a Samsung French door fridge, you know the pain. Old ice makers were in the freezer. That makes sense. It's already cold. But people wanted more shelf space. So engineers moved the ice maker higher up. This defies the laws of physics. They're trying to freeze water in a space meant for keeping food cool. They force cold air through thin tubes into a poorly insulated area. The result is predictable. Seals fail, warm air gets in, and the ice maker becomes a solid frost block. It gets stuck. It leaks water everywhere and fries the fan motor. They engineered a system fighting physics for a slightly cleaner look. Second reason, the invasion of the computer chip. Your grandma's oven had a simple dial, a basic switch powering a heating element. If it broke, a $10 fix. Easy. Modern ovens have motherboards with delicate chips. And where do they put this fragile computer? Right near the vent. They put a heat-sensitive computer in a heat-generating machine. The temperature changes crack solder joints. But the real killer? The self-clean cycle. It locks the door and heats to 900 degrees to burn off grease. That intense heat rises, cooking the control board. Repair techs agree. Running self-clean is the fastest way to kill an oven. You're literally frying the brain to avoid scrubbing. The replacement board can cost $400 if you can even find it. Same applies to your dishwasher. Dishwashers from the 90s were loud. Like a jet engine, seriously. But that was a powerful motor and a grinder for food scraps. They washed dishes in 45 minutes, squeaky clean. Today, due to regulations, modern dishwashers have weak pumps that just sprinkle water. To get dishes clean, they run for hours. And since the motors are weak, they removed the grinder. Instead, you get a filter, a mesh basket you have to clean by hand. Digging out slimy food yourself. They charge more for machines that take longer and make you do the gross work. But the worst offense? The sealed tub. This is why your washing machine is now disposable. Back then, like that, 72 Maytag, the drums spun on bearings. They took a beating and eventually wore out. On old machines, you'd swap them. Easy fix. Today, manufacturers like Whirlpool and Samsung use plastic welding. Bearings are molded directly into the plastic tub. They're permanently sealed. When the $20 bearing fails, you can't replace it. You need a whole new tub. The part alone is $400 plus $300 labor. Suddenly, it's $700 to fix an $800 machine. The repairman says the phrase that sums up today's economy: it's not worth fixing. This isn't an accident. It's by design. They intentionally make wear parts unfixable to force you to buy new. So what's the solution? If you saw our last video, you know about Speed Queen. But not everyone can swing a $2,000 washer. The alternative? Ditch the smart appliances. When buying a fridge, get the cheapest, dumbest one you can find. No touchscreen, no ice in the door, no Wi-Fi. Fewer features mean fewer things to break. Or do what smart people are doing. Keep your old avocado green appliances running. Got a dryer from 95? Keep it. It's built with steel and a mechanical timer. It's better than anything new. Don't be fooled by stainless steel. It's just lipstick on a pig. They're selling you a computer that just keeps milk cold. Like any computer, they expect you to upgrade every 5 years. Stop buying their garbage.